Hello everyone, my name is Renu. Welcome to my channel. Here's an update on federal skilled worker programs and a lot of backlog applications what we have. I'm going to share the link of this article in description box below. So this is a news if you could just go through it. Canada's immigration backlog over 1.8 million applications in December, and this would be talking not from the perspective of only TR to PR pathway, but also it's going to give you a huge amount of database on federal skilled worker programs like various subdivisions along with TR to PR pathway. So let's just quickly dive into here. The target for 2022, of course, is 411,000. That's what immigration authorities are looking at. And their main agenda is to cover the backlog first, and then they would be moving to active draws. The first draw was discussed day before. I have already covered it in one of my video, and that was PNP draws only. I will be covering more in details. Let's quickly cover the backlog for TR to PR pathway. So as of now, January 7, 2022, if we calculate 20,151 applications are still pending. So if we go back and see 90,000 was actually under this TR to PR pathway, looks like that the huge number of applicants has already got the AOR, eCOPRs, and their ability to link up the application, including the PR card. But yes, there are remaining 20,000 applicants who still not been able to get any response from IRCC. So I will be covering the various timelines today. And federal skilled worker programs and PNP, of course, it's around 55,000 under federal skilled worker program and around 39,000 under PNP. Moving on to latest update under TR to PR pathway, there's not been much change as I discussed yesterday. These are the timelines. You can always go back and check them out in between 12 p.m. to 12:45 a.m. Now, let me tell you that first 1 hour or maybe 2 hours still are not able to get any AOR, ADR, or any response from IRCC. Reason being is that we are looking at 10 to 30,000 applications in between 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So if you remember, this TR to PR pathway under IG stream actually reached to its cap within 24 hours. That means around 12 p.m. when the line start taking applications, it actually took around 30,000 applications in first 2 hours. That's what the database says. So for you, in case if you have applied around 12, 12:15, 12:10, so you're not the only few one. There were around 30,000 applications. So majority of them has already got the rollouts in terms of AOR or eCOPR. However, there are a lot of candidates have not been able to get any response. So I'm just kind of giving a solution over here to think from that perspective. There were 30,000 application in first 2 hours, and after that also there were around thousands or 2,000 applicants. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It should be anytime soon. Moving on to our first timeline, this is for Bidusar. Thank you so very much for sharing your case with me. He's been a very dedicated subscriber. Bidusar has actually applied with Outland spouse. So his spouse Sonam is actually in India right now. So when he applied, it was on May 6th at 2:06 p.m. Eastern time zone. And if you see here that the process has been little slow, like the IRCC has asked for ADR. We can go here, ADR for travel history for both principal applicant and spouse on November 16. Now they were able to link up on October 4th, but if you see the ADR was asked on November 16, they completed the information, and today on January 7th they were able to get the PR approval mail for both principal applicant and spouse. So, okay, second timeline is for Rishabh. He has applied under IG stream at 5:15 p.m. Pacific time zone. So if we calculate it as Eastern time zone, it would be 8:15 p.m. He was able to link up the application, and then there was no AOR yet. So this is a common scenario. Okay, Jatwad, congratulations. first and foremost, and thank you so very much for sharing your timeline. He has applied on May 6th and he was able to link up the application on October 9th. Now, he got ghost update on November 9th and then received the biometric also that was refunded to his bank account. Then he raised the web form with PCC, like he got the PCC from BLS. He raised it on November 17th. Now, I'm just going to hold back here. In case if you're applying for police clearance certificate, it is valid from local police station or even BLS. PCC from India or majority of the countries will have the 6 months validity, although it's not mentioned out there on the document, but it is as per the rules, it is clarified that it is valid for 6 months time. Now, AOR was received in his case on December 2nd, and today he has been able to receive the eCOPR. So if you see, he got the PR confirmation portal on December 14th, just before this holiday season. And yeah, kudos to your patience, I must say that. Now, another timeline is for Yuan. He has applied on May 6th at 9:20 p.m. Mountain Time. So it should be, you know, 11:20 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. He was able to receive the AOR on December 29th. Then there was a ADR for background declaration with original signature. So he wasn't able to link up the application yet. So if you see here, just got the AOR and then the ADR. So this is a common scenario as well. Again, you don't need to worry about that. Each and every applicant whosoever has applied under TR to PR pathway, you will get through the PR card by December 2022 in any way. So yeah. So Neha's timeline, she has applied on May 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, was able to link up the application today at 5 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. And there is no AOR, but so AOR is one of the requirement. It's like an acknowledgement of receipt, and you're supposed to get a letter from IRCC. I have shared a format about the AOR in my one of my video, and I'm going to share the link where I have shared the format of AOR and how does the ADR looks like, or also various other formats like eCOPR and PR confirmation portal. So yeah, you can go and check that video. I will be sharing the link in the description box for you. Then this is a timeline of Akhil under IG Stream where he's applied at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time Zone May 6th, was able to link up the application that was yesterday, and there only when you link up, you will be able to get the ADR under the portal. Now, 99% of the time you will get the ADR under your portal. However, there could be a chance that you might get the ADR after a week or maybe 15 days time period with a deadline. So make sure that wherever you get an ADR, try to fulfill that requirement. And in case if there's an ADR for police clearance certificate or RCMP fingerprints or the documents where you have to actually apply for, just apply for that and attach the confirmation receipt, like the application receipt with the requirement, and explain it. Like just submit the LOE, letter of explanation, that you have applied for it and you're expecting it maybe in a week or so, whatsoever the time period, so that you have done your bit just to update in the records, and then visa officer should be able to issue you the PR confirmation as and when you submit that document. Moving on to another timeline is for Nadeem. Now he has applied on May 6th at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time zone. ADR was received, and most probably it should be PCC only. Then now PR was approved, that was on January 5th. So ADR was received on December 9th, and then you're supposed to get a couple of ghost updates. That's an indication that yes, your documents got uploaded under your account. And then in this case, if you see there's no AOR, again, 99% of the cases you'll get AOR, but if you did not receive, don't need to get panic. It's a common scenario. Sometimes you might miss upon that too. All right. Timeline of Clinton. He has applied on August 6th. Now, this is a Stream A case. He has got the BIL for dependent, and he was able to link up the application on November 26th and then got the AOR on December 15th itself. Now, he's just waiting for the PR confirmation portal. Now, as I said that when you submit the document, any ADR, you're likely to get the ghost update. So that's a good indication. Just keep that in mind. Okay, it's Rishabh's timeline. He's applied on May 6th at 10:35 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, where he was able to link up the application a couple of days ago. That was on January 4th. See the pattern. I love that. Link up the application January 4th, and then AOR was received the day before January 5th, and then there's an ADR that was yesterday for police clearance certificate. So in this case also, in case if he has not traveled outside Canada for last couple of months and his PCC is expired, so it's recommended he needs to submit the expired PCC. With that, he needs to submit the confirmation receipt for the new one. Just apply for the new PCC. Either it could be from a local police station or from BLS, both are applicable, and then you can just wait for the PR confirmation portal. Now, a lot of people have the confusion that what if we have not traveled outside Canada and the old PCC is admissible, and we can always submit that. Well, I would recommend not to take any kind of a chance, because it's clearly mentioned that PCC has to be valid irrespective to whether you have traveled or not. Don't get into it. Although it's mentioned that if you've not traveled, it's fine, you can go ahead with the expired one, but I wouldn't recommend that. It's not worth wasting your time onto it. What if visa officer rejects your case, or maybe ask you to resubmit that? So it's gonna be a sheer wastage of time and efforts again. So it's highly recommended just apply for it, send the confirmation receipt with that. Moving on to another timeline is of Dr. Manpreet. She has applied under healthcare. Now, she has applied on May 31st and was able to link up the application on November 9th. So if you could see there, the healthcare were very less number of cases, and still she had to wait for quite long, where visa officer took his own sweet time in assessing the application. And ADR or police clearance certificate for principal applicant and inland dependent, both were asked for on November 9th, the day she linked up the application. Now, there was again the biometric was refunded for the dependent, and she has submitted the TRF through web form. Now, again, I'm reiterating the same thing. In case if you would like to submit any pending document, do it after the receipt of AOR or after you're able to link up the application. Otherwise, it will not be accepted by IRCC. However, if you've already done that, I would strongly recommend, in case if you have submit any or raised any web form before receiving AOR or ADR, you redo it after that also. Now, in Dr. Manpreet's case, if you see, she has received the AOR on December 2nd. There were a couple of ghost updates from December 10th to January 2nd. And yesterday, she got the PR portal. So, yeah, IRCC has picked up pretty good speed in terms of issuing the rollouts, and I can see how quick it is. Now, timeline of Tanya under Stream B. She's applied on May 6th at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. AOR and ADR both were received on August 19th. If you could see here, like August is like way back. Then she got the ghost update, and hats off to her patients September 5th, September 19th, and just see the update on January 5th. And yes, today PR email has come up. So it could be anytime, guys. That's what I'm just trying to explain it to you. This has been the fastest immigration program in the immigration industry, and beyond CEC, where you actually have to be physically present in Canada, and you need to have an experience, like minimum of at least 1 year of experience under skill 0 A and B. Only then you can apply for CEC, and where you can actually expect the PR card within say 6 or 9 months time period. Like, but hey, look here, it's actually really good when we talk about TR to PR pathway. This has been the fastest one. So whosoever has applied, just have to have little patience. You are going to get through by end of this year for sure. Moving on to another timeline of Disha. Now, Disha has applied on May 6th at 9:18 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, and she has got through BIL, that's Biometric Instruction Letter, that was on today, January 7th. Now, you might get the same thing. So after that, she has to just go for biometrics and then submit the report. And then she's going to, like, in the meantime, she probably would be able to link up the application also, and might be able to get the AOR. So once it's through, it's just a matter of couple of weeks. Now, from the stage when you receive the AOR to ECOPR, it usually takes 2 to 6 weeks time period, and from ECOPR to PR card, it will take 4 to 6 weeks time period. There have been cases where you might get ECOPR within 2 weeks from the stage of AOR, or even within 5 days from the stage of AOR. I did share a couple of cases in my past videos, and also you can get PR card within 2 to 3 weeks from the stage of ECOPR. So this varies from case to case and from visa officer to visa officer. I hope this has been little sense and help to you guys. If it did, don't forget to subscribe my channel for future updates, and I'll be coming up with more updates very soon. Till then, take care and stay safe, guys. Bye.